Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. It's the pack. Saul.
This bout is scheduled.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Jab slightly off target. We wanted action, and they are delivering. The jab doesn't quite connect. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab had to hurt. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Keep him on the end of the fight, and now you're letting back into it. Now, it's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
You'd like to see more jabs. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with the straight left. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. So much firepower here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch and just got countered. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. He somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they have...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? That punch is beginning to take its toll. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice dodge. Beautiful counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot? Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Counter shot lands. There's There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two fighters are made for one another. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter shot. Quick punch scores. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there.
Get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
On to the sixth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook doesn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both trying for a knockout. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes. Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. The jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. became a joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
How about that time counter shot? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Insane action. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
And we enter the 8th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Defense is not an option for these two. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The right hook just missed. Through the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And that will do it. What a victory. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is Todd. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.